Hello everybody, and welcome to this new little series, new little mini-series I guess you could call it, because it isn't going to take too many episodes I don't think to get through this, but Manor Lords, what a game. This has been a game that a lot of us have been waiting for quite some time, and I'm really excited. I'm a few days late after the kind of influx of YouTube content. There's been plenty of it, but there you go. It's not about jumping on the bandwagon, is it? That's what I always say. So, Manor Lords, we're going to get straight in. New game. Now, I've kind of pre-done a little bit there, so you will notice that the name, Lord Trevaskis. If you've watched my stuff already, if you already watched the content on this channel, you'll know exactly who Trevaskis is. But if you don't, he's a bit of a fictional character I've made up in one of my story series. So he's gonna be quite an important part. You'll be pleased to know if you do watch it that actually he will be in this. He will be in this. I mean, obviously it's me, but the voice of him will be in this. Right, with a little bit of PC trickery, let me just quickly set up his fancy new emblem. There we go. Which, of course, is the Cornish flag, where Trevaskis is from. Well, it's where I'm from, actually. But I think it would be wrong not to put some form of symbol on there. It looks a bit plain and boring, doesn't it? Let's whack. Let's have a look. Why is that not big? Scale it up. No. Scale. Oh, there you go. Suddenly jumped bigger. It would be wrong not to put a cow's face on there, wouldn't it? It's not a great choice of emblems, though. Let's add a bit of colour to it. Orangey, yellowy sort of colour. Yeah, that looks good. Wonderful. Let's go with that. So we get straight into it. So this game, wow, I've been waiting for it for a little while, I'm not going to lie, and it just looks fantastic. Now, it is early access, it's still missing a heck of a lot. Look, as you can see straight away, like AI AI opponents, that is still work in progress. So that's going to be actual opponents on the map, whereas at the minute I believe it's based off of maps. So when you're defending territories, they actually send troops off of the side of the map to fight the wars. So yeah, eventually more kind of, I don't know, Age of Empires styling, I guess, where someone's actually on the same map as you. You can see what they're doing, you can scout them out. I'm looking forward to that, and I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. It must be a co-op coming at some point, or a multiplayer, I should say, rather than a co-op. You know, wouldn't it be great to play this game with your friends? Amazing. Now this here, I'm not going to change too much of this. This restoring the peace one seems to be the standard. So you get to challenge for different territories, but it's not too difficult. They don't necessarily attack you unless they need to, of course. The only thing I do want to change, and just because I've noticed this through watching a couple of other content creators, and I'm not seeing a great deal of it, but the bandit camps seems to be something that's quite handy to have, but they don't spawn very often. So I'm going to pump that up. I'm going to jump that to, what's the max? We'll change it to 5, so it's 5 at any given time rather than just 3. Gives you a bit more selection, I feel. But the rest of it, I don't think I'm going to change anything. It's all pretty good, to be honest, so let's not waste too much time. And again though, clearly there's a drop down menu there eventually. This is going to have lots of different maps as well, so that's kind of one of the reasons, I guess, to say it's going to be a mini series, because at the minute, you know, it's early access, we are still limited to what we're going to be able to do. But anyway, stop talking, let's get straight into it. I don't want to spend too long doing this first bit. If you've seen this game, if you've seen content already, then you've seen that bit so many times, and that's the kind of bit that I tend to fast forward, I'm not going to lie. So let's not waste time. Now, I don't know if you always kind of start in a standard place. So, how the heck do I get the map up? And let's just assume it's M. There we go. Yeah, so you don't always start in the same place, which is good. What's all of this here? You can tell I've not played it. Okay, it's just telling me about that. How do I... Oh, there we go. Middle mouse button. Right, yeah, so the series I've seen, I think they've both started down here. Whereas we've started here, right next to their territory. I don't know if that's a good thing, I don't know if that's a bad thing, but we'll go with it. We will go with it. So, I guess I'm learning this as I'm talking, so I might be mumbling to myself. But you've got deposits here, and I think this is what determines what you've got. So I guess that's good, yeah? Wild animals, it's a rich deposit, means basically it produces more. If you look at, that's also a rich deposit, that's a bad example. This one, look, it only produces 20 animals at a time. Now I believe if you kill and take all 20 of those animals, it depletes it, it disappears. So you need to kind of manage it. But ours will have up to 40. So I want to say, just through what I've seen, the game defaults to an allowance of 10. So when it gets down to 10 animals, they will actually stop the hunting and allow them to reproduce, I guess. So that's good. So a rich deposit of iron, which must be good, and a rich deposit of food, as well as some other bits. I feel like this is probably a better starting point than this one. Yeah, interesting. Good. Right, let's close this down. Get rid of that. What's my message? What's this all about? Okay. It's just telling us what to do. That's fine. Why have I suddenly jumped over here? Where? So, Manor Lords family needs food and fuel and a roof above their heads to supply. To survive. Supplies in the region panel. Okay, so I've just pretty much done that anyway. I'm just going to pause it a second just to try and figure out my bearings. So, again, I'm learning these controls as we're going, but they're pretty kind of standard to this type of game, I guess. Now, up here, what have we got? Construction, so that's all of our construction equipment. That's all of our food equipment. Good selection there. That's the fuel. That's the crops, which I think all the playthroughs I've seen on YouTube, they don't really utilise farms too much. Now, me naturally being, you know, a farm sim content creator, which is probably the majority of people checking this video out are probably people who watch that kind of content, it would be wrong not to do farming, wouldn't it? So that's going to be a big thing, by the way. And there's a decent little selection there, isn't there? Crafting materials, wow, look at all of that. Commodities and military. There is so much to this game. Definitely. Right, so we need to now homelessness. These people wait for more burgage plots. Let's just go. This must be pretty standard. Construction. Yeah, it's all generic, isn't it? How much wood have we got? We've got 8 pieces of timber. I just feel like, where's residential? We don't actually have enough wood to build 5 houses for the 5 homeless families that we've got. So the priority must be wood. And if I get that going whilst... Oh, this is a bit annoying, isn't it? Every Manor Lords region has strengths and weaknesses. Be sure to check out the yep, okay. We actually did that already. So, where do we want the logging camp to go? I mean, part of me doesn't want to put it too close to the town, but actually kind of works there. Trees uprooted. I don't want to uproot trees though. Okay. That will do. Right, unassigned families work on construction automatically. So I have seen that in the little bit of watching that I've done. Now it is on pause, so let's just unpause this now. Which I did learn is X to do that automatically rather than having to click down there each time. And this is very similar. If you've ever played it, of course it is only early access on PC currently. But if you've played Ostriv, which I'd never played before until recently. I want to say maybe Bendercat was the one that recommended or suggested it looked very, very similar. So I played it, and actually now that I'm in here and the first few things that I'm clicking on, it is so similar. And do you know what? I'm surprised I'd never heard of that game before. So obviously that game is quite underrated for what it is. People have been waiting a long time for this game when there was a fairly similar game always there anyway. Now, we've got to build some burgage plots. What I love about this is it kind of curves the plots. So, for example, if if I was to go like that... Actually, let's do it this side. Like that, there we go. I like that. Don't want to have to take out that tree though. Oh my dear. You know, it's amazing how much thought you have to put into this. Right, let's go for that. Let's go for that. And yeah, this is what I've noticed actually on series. So in this first section here, not that I can point to it, but these kind of house symbols which show up here, that's the actual size of the house. That's the plot of the house. The piece behind it, which looks like a garden shed almost with a hammer in it, that's for additional things for the people of those homes to almost work. They're like working from home. So they can create veg fields, or they can kind of look after some animals, or eventually as you get a bit further they can actually open up like a workshop or a blacksmith in their back garden and work from home. That's fantastic. What it does do though, it stops them from being an available family. They essentially take that on as their job, as their responsibility. But it just seems like a no-brainer, because actually I'm doing it, and look, that takes 3. If I was to just go to say roughly the house, that takes 6. Hang on a minute, I didn't work that out very well, did I? Doesn't help that the actual mouse button. So that still takes 6, so it takes the same amount of wood to produce the extra garden. So I mean, it's just no brainer, isn't it? So let's do that. Build that, and once they are actually built, we will be able to kind of set them up. I don't know, some gardens. Now what have we got here? Exposed goods for the pantry and generic storage, right? And this would be logistics, maybe? Yeah, that was a good guess. Right, a granary and a storehouse. So this, I guess, kind of, this whole area here is going to default to the town centre, I suppose, but it could actually be anywhere. Do need to, it's a bit of a trek, it's a bit of a walk, but I do need to get something going on over there, don't I, to start bringing in some food. Because actually... what was that there? That was clay. I can't imagine that... oh no, that was iron, sorry. I can't imagine we're going to need iron for a minute or 2. That doesn't seem something that's too important. Right, so I haven't got enough goods to kind of even place that down, which is annoying. Some games would allow you to put the blueprint down, but then only do them once they've actually got the product. So that's fine. Let's speed this up a little bit. Right, this is built. So you have to assign a family. So you click on each different building, I guess, assign the family. The only thing I've seen you don't have to do that to is the homes, the burgage plots. That obviously just fills the house with whichever families are homeless, I guess. Okay, good. So we are in March. I don't know how I know how long is left of March before we move into April. Is there a way of knowing that? I'm not too sure, but I'm sure I'll figure that out in the meantime anyway. Now, let's move that. Let's speed this up. What's this? Okay, only seek to defend my rights and my honour against those who would wrong me. I hope you'll not judge me by the rumours and slanders that some may spread about me. What do... right back? You have no rightful claim. I can't send that anyway, but I require silver. That's good. Demanded money. Definitely can't do that, which is declaring a war. Kind of don't want to be doing that with my 5 families, which don't actually have a house. I also don't want to do that, because that's probably going to irritate him a bit, yeah? Okay. God, it's annoying that it moves every time. What's happening? There we go. Oh, it also puts it into pause when you click on that. I need to remember that. That is a little bit annoying. I was wondering why there was no movement going on. So, right, they are building the first house, which is amazing. I love this. This is cool. So, this kind of ox does all the heavy work, I guess. So I think you have to increase the amount you have. Yeah, you can add additional spaces. I don't know how you do it. Add another ox. Don't need to do that right now, but that is something we could potentially do. And is this the goal? The regional wealth. So this we need to keep an eye on, I guess. This is trading. Yeah.
It's been most embarrassing to run out halfway through.
I love the fact that I'm assuming this is meant to be based in Britain. Yeah. I've not really read it. I'm not 100% sure, but the accents are certainly very British. Okay, family members joined the... Oh, okay. Someone's moved into the house. I guess that's one of the families which I already had. Now, this is good. So while they're building the other houses, this is what I was talking about. This is what you can make that family that live in that house actually do as kind of a side job, I guess. So we don't have a huge selection because we've just literally started. But the choice we do have, I think, is a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? At this point, I feel the vegetable garden and the chicken coop is just the way that we've got to go. Because that's just food. It's just passive food, isn't it? And I think these kind of games, it normally is all about food. So we've got 18 bread left. Not a lot of bread. Not a lot of bread. So, vegetable garden. Good. Now, I don't know whether or not the vegetable garden means that they don't work anymore. I think they still work. Now, I've just realised we've still got here somewhere supplies we need to sort out. There's quite a bit of food there. Yeah, we need that. Imagine if we lost all of that. I do also believe that you can get raided yourself. You can get like bandits turn up and pinch your food. I don't know if that's less likely if it's in a storehouse or a granary. I'm not sure, but we need to do it either way. Now, I'm going to... How do I... Oh, okay, right, rotate it. Left click and turn. I feel...
Another beam coming up.
I'm not going with square, by the way. That's something I'm not going to do. Which I don't do with the farm sim stuff anyway. But I'm not going with square stuff. I like stuff being at a funny angle. Now, the road building. I think this is quite cool. How do I build a road? There we go. So yeah, you just literally do that and it builds a little road. And it doesn't cost you anything. And then they just look cool. Now, from what I can gather, if it's... For example, here, this ox is coming from here, going to here, walking down to here to build these houses. It goes a lot slower on land. But if there was a road there, it would go faster. So, really, that's a given. I quite like the fact that they have exits out the back of their gardens. Okay, right. So we just need more wood. I am wondering. Let's stick an extra family into that, shall we? Okay, right. Let's speed this up a bit. We got some things going on now. So yeah, my my thinking is just to add something a bit different because again, like I said, this is kind of all over YouTube at the minute, and there's some really good and really big YouTubers doing a bit of a series on this. So I don't expect to kind of compete. I don't think we compete anyway, but I certainly don't expect to get anywhere near that kind of interest or viewing. But what I do want to do is make it a tiny bit different, which, you know, if you already watch, I do quite like to do things a little bit differently. So whenever we go into this view here, which is early access, expect glitches. Didn't plan this track out very well, did I? Bloody great log in the middle. Whenever I go into this view here, we are of course Lord Trevaskis. It's a shame it doesn't quite change it so that I can make it look like Lord Trevaskis, but we are Lord Trevaskis. So whenever we are Lord Trevaskis, it will be Lord Trevaskis doing the talking. How many times did I just say Lord Trevaskis? That was quite impressive, wasn't it?
Oh, bloody hell, my handsome, that's bloody super impressive. Of course, you keep saying my bloody name. What the hell are they doing? They're not bloody done any work here now. Look, he's dug about 3 bloody holes and then he's buggered off, a lazy old bastard.
Yeah, so, and he's going to be pretty crude as well, to be fair. I'm quite well behaved when it comes to the roleplay story mode, because I know a lot of us watch with our families, but this is a little bit different, so you'll see the real side of Trevaskis in this, the fictional Trevaskis in this series, that's for definite. But yeah, I'm sure everyone loves a bit of Trevaskis. They all love a bit of Mr T. They're taking some time though to build these, aren't they? So it also jumps this back to normal speed when you kind of go down into third person view as well. I need to remember that, it keeps slowing the time back down. No, I think actually what it does do is it sets here, yeah, so I forgot this, I did see this though in one of the series. Construction priority, and you can tell it which ones that you need to build first. And actually, because I've placed the granary, they've automatically thought, yeah, that's more important. Which is a bit annoying because they didn't finish off what they were doing. And also, we do need to get more houses, don't we? Otherwise, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Will they freeze to death? Will they die? Will they just move out? I'm also assuming that once the homeless are no longer homeless, they actually have houses. Do they pack this up? Do they take this away? I don't know. I guess so. Surely this will be open space we can utilise, yeah? I think so. And I think getting into farming, again, like I've already mentioned, would probably be something that we do relatively soon. In the series I have seen, it's been quite late on, I think, that some of them got into farming. So, yeah, let's get it early. Let's get the food situation sorted, passively sorted. Now, on here, you get into construction menu on the right-hand side. You do have some extra little elements. So, underground water. It gives you some channels where there's water. You can only place a well above them. Now, a well, of course, is very important because all of these houses are going to need it. So, I want to be thinking about a well. I have actually got the timber. Now, where is... there. Good. Right, so I need to place this... I don't know. Do you know what? Oh, it's a shame. I can't place it there. Oh, that's annoying. So for a minute, I'll just place it here, right in front of the houses. It's kind of important, isn't it? At least they can get their water. That solves that problem. Now, let's come out of that. Let's go back into this. This is a bit I was going to look at, the fertility. So, for example, oh my goodness, it is not very great at all, is it? Wow. This must be the worst bit of land. Oh, well, that's annoying. Click on that again. There you go. Why is it as soon as you leave this piece of land it looks wonderful, honestly. But I believe again you can probably do some work to fertilise it, maybe, I don't know. Typical. Right, anyway, Emma, that's kind of like your wheats and stuff, isn't it? Your food. So there are some areas here that are quite fertile anyway, it's not too bad. So maybe this will become the kind of the farming region. There's a bit of a track already going around. So the future goal would be build a farmhouse and get some fields placed in around this area. And even this side of the... is that like a little stream there? Oh, nice, look. The graphics on this game are great, aren't they? They really are good. I wonder if I have to build a little bridge or something to get across there. I don't know. I don't know. I've not noticed anything. God, it suddenly zooms you out, doesn't it? Right, anyway, let's get back to it. Have they built this granary yet? Come on. So the problem we got is they're waiting for the ox to deliver the materials. And I don't know where it's delivering the material from. Straight out of the forest, maybe? Don't know. Come on now. The good news is though, we have got some extra wood. So, let's place some more of the burgage plot. So I've already done 3, I need 2 more just to keep the family that I have got actually here. So let's do There we go. Get them pre-placed down as well. Ideal. Right, so that would be the homelessness sorted out. Exposed goods. Ah, right. So what I need to do is on this granary, I actually need to... What? Why have they decided to stop building it? Right, so it is very important to set your priorities, but otherwise they just do what they want and they're all over the place. Good job Trevaskis isn't down there at the minute, he'd be getting mad.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Okay, right. So they are built now at least anyway. So this one here again, these do actually cost you money. Look, this is the regional wealth. That last one went down, it took it straight out here. I haven't got a lot of money left. So I could go for... Well, I could go for 2 more with vegetables. Or I could kind of flex it up a little bit and get some chickens, which I feel is probably the right thing to do.
Come on.
Because variation is important, yeah? You can't just live on vegetables. So, let's get a chicken coop. It's going to cost us a fortune, but it is what it is. Now, our exposed goods are getting wet, which isn't great, is it? So, we need to fix that super fast. And we'll do that now. Wouldn't have been so bad if they built this on time. Right, we need to assign a family to the granary. They should then hopefully get rid of this food as quick as possible. Quick, sharp, come on. Maybe, again, I did just say it, didn't I? If you actually put the roads in place, they will actually get there quicker. Now, that's a road to nowhere in a minute, because this, in theory, I'm thinking would disappear. But this will just help with the randomness of the kind of village or the little town that we're going to build. Because again, I don't want it to be square. I am British, as hopefully you can tell already, and we don't do things in nice straight lines. That's not how we work. In fact, I'm Cornish. We definitely don't do things in straight lines, even when we try. So I want to make it random. So anything I can do to influence that. Now, you've not even moved the equipment, and the rain's already stopped here. At least they got the bread in. Did we lose bread? Now 14 bread. What? Did I lose some or have they eaten some? How does it work? Does it tell me somewhere what they do? What's it got here? Generic people. Oh, that's quite cool. Okay, they're refueled. That's a good sign, isn't it? There is just so much detail to this. Good. Right. Settlement level increased. What does that... Oh, that's because we haven't got any homeless people. Oh, it did as well. Good. It actually got rid of all the tents and stuff that were kind of there somewhere. So that's good. Amazing. I was hoping that would be the case. So yeah, these should disappear now. This one here, the hitching post though, I guess that's there to stay, is it?
Come on.
I guess that is. Right, so let's, from here to there, build that. And from there to the road, we'll build that. There you go. Right, at least the hitching post is connected to something. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, this is the most I've ever played it. This is the most I've ever played. I imagine there's going to be more to it. So I don't need to do anything with the WoW. The families just automatically move in there, but I cannot afford none of that now. Great, that's fine. Okay, so a shipment of weapons has just arrived. Good. Right, okay. I don't know how I actually equip weapons to people, but we'll figure that out. Right, let's assign a family to there. They should also then start to get rid of the supplies. Cool, look at this. Look at this lovely little townlet. 5 houses and a warehouse. Brilliant. Now, how do I know if I've got any families on... Okay, there. I answered my own question as I looked. Why is this red? Oh, I've only got food for 2 months. Oh, sugar. Right. Well, I need to. I need to build something to start taking out them animals, don't I? Or actually, that's even closer. Ah, and there's quite a lot of... Right, berries. Let's go with berries for now. Is it under farming? No. Gathering. Foresters? No, I don't want that. Forager hut. Amazing. Right, so if I put... I mean, I guess you would naturally think put it there, but I don't have to take up... It's going to require... See how many trees I've got to remove. But actually, although it means the people working it will have to walk further, the people who need the berries won't, so it's irrelevant, isn't it? It's kind of the same either way. I just want to put it somewhere. That'll do. And again, I'll kind of randomly put it down because this is just going to continue to add to the randomness of this village. Cool. I like it. So these should be gone in a moment. I'll put something here. Okay, right. So family requests more market area for their stalls. So I have seen this. And I don't know where the heck you do it. Residential marketplace. Okay, right. So I don't think there's any charge for this. So let's just stick it here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and make it like a like a funny shaped market. I like that. Good. Again, random. That's what I want to do. So, and let's just build a road.
There we go.
Good. Right. So they've got a little kind of funky shaped place for a market, which I like. That's quite cool. We'll probably continue to build some houses in this area potentially. I like even when you zoom out. Oh wow, look at that. It even shows it there. Look, how cool is that? So yeah, as it stands, you won't see any movement in any of these because there isn't an AI on this map, which is a shame, but it's coming. You know, it's got so much potential, isn't it? But these guys here, the Outlaws and Hildebolt von Baranroot. That doesn't sound very British. Well, maybe he is British, I guess, in the medieval times. Maybe he's not actually on this map, so he's the person we're here to destroy, and he's outside of it somewhere. But yeah, eventually you might actually be able to see him. Right, you wanted space for a market stall. Oh, okay, I'll take it back. You are building something. My bad.
Oh, bloody hell, my handsome bloody built that something big, didn't you? Christ, how do you work so fast? My Christ. What the hell am I meant to buy from it, though? Oi!
Okay, so I'm going to select the work area for this, which you can do just by clicking in here. I'm going to set it to there. It's across the roadway. But my thinking is, as you go into construction menu and go into the fertility map, I can see green here. Don't know how far it goes, probably not too far. But it's, I mean, even that's like a light yellow. So actually could be worth, see all this green up here? This could be worth doing some farming up there as well eventually. So I might as well just start to take the logs from this area. That's not priority. Down here would be the priority. Of course this needs to be where the field is. So the farmhouse might as well be on somewhere that's a bit red, really. Okay, right. I am going to get straight into it. I did say it. I'm going to get straight into farming. Where is it? Farmhouse is here. Was it take 3 logs? I reckon we do. Oh look, we got 30 now. We're flying. We're flying for logs. I'm going to put it just off the green. So I reckon that'll be good. Yeah. and then the field. I don't know how does it work with fields. Do I just... Okay, follows the road. I like that. Now, it did come up with a little message. You won't see it now, but it says for the first field you should have it at one Morgan. I don't really know what that means. So, this is going to be much bigger than that. But for a minute, it's the only field, isn't it? Now, in a way, it's kind of annoying that the damn thing telling you about it comes up with where I want to click. How do I know if I'm clicking in the green? I don't know. Right, I think this is actually going to clear these trees down out of the way. It's 2.3 Morgan. Actually, yeah, a lot bigger than what it recommended. But if we just keep that as our only field. Oh, just like that. Hey, I did that quite well. We'll keep that as our only field, it's fine. I mean, having 2 fields at a Morgan each is just the same, yeah? So, good. It's a lot bigger than I thought, this piece of land, you know. Didn't realise, until I built that field, I really didn't realise how big it was. So, another field over here, we might be pretty good. Yeah. Oh, there's more green there as well, look. It's not as bad as I thought. What about the flax? Because that, of course, helps to build certain types of clothing. Linen, things like that. There is no green for flax anywhere. No, not at all. Fine. Okay. At least we can get the food side of it done. Right. Now, we're almost at a bit of a stalemate here. We have got a family available, which is fine. So we'll sign them to there. For that exact reason, we're running out of food. But how do I... Okay, right, limit the work area. There was something I've seen where you can select. Maybe they just need to start getting some food and then it will give me the option. Right, so get in, gathering berries, good. Where are they actually going? Where's the people? They're going to exactly where we want them to go, yeah? Good, and it's working. Right, I don't know how much food the berries actually generate you. Probably not a great deal. Oh dear, we're running out of fuel as well. Okay, so yeah, as you can tell, I definitely haven't played this game. But I've watched a tiny bit. So, woodcutter's lodge, I read this. Workers, nearby trees to produce firewood. Good. Right. Let's get this going. I don't know. Here. So actually, right, we're in a bit of trouble now. This needs to be a high priority. So forget everything else. We need to sort that, or we're going to be in trouble. Now, I might as well, while we're here, login camp. Nope, what's the down button? There you go. I might as well build some more houses. But
Berries, bursting with flame. Bread, freshly baked, still warm from the oven.
oh, interesting. What does this little thing mean? How much is this going to cost me? It's suddenly not telling me. Okay. I don't know. I was kind of hoping it would give me 3 houses there. Right, let's go there. That would do. Right, get building this thing. Come on. Okay, so here we've now got 3 months worth of food. So the berries is kind of working. So that's good, but we've only got 1 month's worth of fuel. So this is a priority. In fact, that's not a priority for a minute. Granary probably still is, because they're both running stalls. Are these guys running stalls? People? Oh, okay, good. So they still work. They're the actual berry people as well as growing some stuff in the background. Good. Right.
Berries, berries. Flavour.
Part of me thinks... Yeah. Okay, no, they're generating wood quite fast, actually. Right. Only 1 month. How much fuel do they use a month? Does it tell? I'm sure I've seen somewhere it tells you. Requirements? Is it here? Won't let me click on it yet. Don't know why. General. I'm sure I've seen...
Berries so plump and juicy, you'll want to eat them by the bushel.
I'm sure I've seen somewhere it tells you how much fuel and food they use a month. And I don't know, is it just 1 a month? I think it might be. So I've got... What have I got here now? 9 firewood. So that should be 2 months worth. Yeah. Alright, so that kind of... So each family uses a firewood and 1 food a month, I believe. So, yeah. If we had 10... we would have 2 months worth of supply. In fact, we've now got 3 months worth. Good, right. I'm gonna try... Okay, no, we'll leave that on the 1. Yeah, they're actually doing pretty good, aren't they? Doing alright. We don't have an unassigned family. Oh, we do? Yeah. So, is that done? Good. And that must be vacant, yeah? How do you get this up? Market food variety. Good. So actually that's going up a tiny bit. Not a huge amount, but it is going up. And we have got some spare houses. So yeah, let's put it to high so he didn't suddenly decide he's going to stop building it. And then that can be the next thing, the medium. Because actually we don't really have the families to assign to doing that anyway. Good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Don't forget to brace the frame of the door. We don't want it to sag.
Some of the voice acting on this is great. It's brilliant. Right, one on there. This just, it really takes some thought, you know. It really does take some thought. We've got 38 lots of wood now. Right, there must be more I need to be doing. Come on. I haven't spent much time at all looking at this. So, a pack station, not too worried about that. Hitching post, we already got one of them. It was already there. Stonecutter camp mining pit. Okay, so it's quite handy, I guess, that you got the clay and the iron right next to each other. Is that something I need to get into? I mean, I feel like if we were to start getting massive amounts of iron ore, and there is a lot there, isn't there? We could probably sell that because I believe trading stations are a thing, which will then help us to get this, because this is, I guess at some point this is holding us back. Yeah, we've got all of these houses and we can't do anything in the gardens because I cannot afford it. And we're missing now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities of growing extra products, extra food. Well, that's just gone up 1% as well. That's quite good. Right, so, okay, I think that's a good call. And again, you might be watching this going, oh my gosh, he's so rubbish at this game. But I think that is a good call. Now I feel really it should be in the middle, but being closer to the iron ore is probably better. No deposits in range. Oh, you actually got to build it right. Got to build it over the top. Okay, well that answers that question then, doesn't it? I'm not going to be able to do that without getting rid of trees, am I? Does that matter? Do they suddenly disappear?
Carry this alone.
Let's find out. Oh yeah, they just magically disappear. Good.
Cheated him? Never. Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
Good. Quite like that random little bit of curve in there. Okay, so that can get built after. So this is going up. We have only got 4 assigned, 1 unassigned. So we still only got the initial 5 families. So we've not had anyone new yet, which is a bit annoying. But it's fine. It'll happen. Now, there's only 2 berries in there. What are you doing? Okay, they've obviously gone home and had a bit of sleep, haven't they? I've definitely seen somewhere here that it limits... Yeah, I don't know where I've seen that. Hopefully I stumble across it, because I don't want to use them all up. I thought it was in here. Right, the farmhouse is finished. Good. Okay, right. What else then? Let's get on to the other stuff on here. So, a saw pit turns timber into planks. I don't need planks yet, do I? No, unless any of these need planks. Forester's hut. Don't need that. We've got plenty of trees, so we won't worry about that just yet. Hunting camp. I did need that, didn't I? I did need that. Now, yeah, I think naturally you would probably put it over here. Yeah, we don't want to actually. Now that's interesting. That will cause them to migrate. That's good. That's really, I like that. But actually, they'd have to say if it was here, they'd have to walk all the way up there. But then they'd bring the meat back to there, and then the granary would only have to go that far to get it. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess, is how you'd sum that up. Does it really matter? I do not feel it does. But how the heck am I going to be able to build? Why does that come up red? How am I going to be able to build a road between the two? Let's just stick that there. I can at least do a road up to that, can't I? We'll put one straight across to there. I like that. Wiggly lines, good. We'll also do one straight to there. Makes sense. But can I do one? Do I need to do that? I don't feel I do. That would just scare the animals away as well, wouldn't it? Right. So, now we're suddenly at 6 months of food, 5 months of fuel. We're smashing it now. This is all easy, isn't it? All good. Okay. Next settlement level. So, burgage plots level 2 or higher. This is something interesting now, isn't it? So these ones that are doing us some good work here. What do we need to jump them up? So, generate. They generate 1 regional mile per family. That's interesting. I was wondering how we would earn the additional money. Okay. So, requirements not met. Let's figure that out. Here. Interesting. So you need to have a church. We also need to have a clothing store supply. Linen, leather, or yarn. Okay, well, how the heck do I earn that? How do I make that? Is it under farming? Sheep farm. But I have to import sheep via a livestock trader, so we can't do that. Pasture. I haven't got any livestock, so that's irrelevant. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Communal oven, not right now.
Oh, this is heavier than it
Okay,
looks.
it's going to be a while before we can grow some flax, and then I assume you've got to build something to convert flax into. God, there's just so many menus. Industry, there we go. Okay, so iron ore into iron slabs. Iron slabs, and then craft oil. Okay, so it's like a production chain. Clay into tiles, barley to produce malt, which is cool. Hides produce that. I think I made an error. One of these gave me the option, didn't it? I should have done that. I should have done that. It would have given us a small amount of hides, which would have allowed us to have clothing. Fuel store supply. What? Not enough fuel on the marketplace stalls. I don't understand. I thought there was loads of fuel. They still got 3 there. Okay. It says 100%. So, oh, interesting. So you hover over it. It gives you like a little bit of a colour coordination. It's annoying that I can't move that though. Oh, I can. I take it back. So they've all got fuel. These 2 haven't here because no one lives in them. That one has got green fuel. So why are they saying they haven't got fuel supply? Little fibbers. The food variety is rubbish because they can't walk the extra 6 steps further than these other houses. They all need clothing. Yeah. I feel maybe I made a bit of a boo-boo on that one. So wool into yarn, or flax into linen, we don't have either. Berries into dyes, I don't know why I'd need to do that yet. Trade, this might be the way to go. But then it uses regional wealth. Okay, no, that's okay though. Enables trading of animals, but it doesn't say that you have to pay regional wealth for it. Okay, let's do that. This can be our kind of trading route. Let's stick it there. Good, so maybe we can get animals.
Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
And there's a bloke down there whinging about his missus not knowing how to cook properly. A corpse pit? Jesus, that was brutal. Right, cool. Church. I knew a church was coming, which is why I've kind of been saving this area. What's it saying? Not enough. Oh no, right. I need the planks for the church, and I also need. Is that stone? I guess that's stone, yeah. Bloody hell. Okay, this is good. This is a little bit of a challenge, but it's good. And do you know what I really like? There's not a huge amount of tutorial. That's cool, isn't it? That is good. Right, we don't have any unassigned families anymore. If I get rid of that, I'm just concerned that what are these doing? Are they? No, see, they are actually doing stuff. We have got loads of food now, actually. Right, get rid of that. We've got it there. Oh, that one said it. Hunting limit. Right. So when population of herd drops to this number, workers will stop hunting. Cool. So we don't want it to go below 10. So that's just not a thing here. So maybe they just pick all the berries and they go back anyway. I don't know. So yeah, so this one is we're still going to get 30 wild animals before they stop. That is good. That's almost a unlimited food source, really. Which makes me think even more, I should have set one of these to producing those goats. That's really annoying. And I don't know how I'm going to get that regional wealth up now. What's fire hazard mean? Work in progress anyway, alright. Okay, right. What in here said it was needed to make right, let's go. It was in this section actually, wasn't it? Saw pit. It's a lot to it. I like it. Saw pit. So this is going to be the, I guess, almost out of town industry area, which is kind of slowly turning into unintentionally. Good. So actually the town will probably end up more around here. Works for me. The farmhouse is down there. It's ready to go, but I've got no families I can assign to it. I need some people to move in. Why is that going down? Previous. Okay. Are these not producing chickens here? Or eggs? You got any eggs? No? You got any? No? Okay. How long does it take them to produce eggs? Oh dear. Right, we need to get this. But it's gone back to 50%, but I mean, what percentage does it need to be to get more people? I wish it would tell me that. I wish it would tell me that. Oh, interesting. So, development, right. We've got a point to spend then. Heavy plough, sheep breeding, which is good, but we haven't got any sheep, waste of time. Apple orchards, if I remember, this is take around 3 years to grow. Very, very similar to what did I say it was? Austrian. Yeah, that was also pretty much the same on that, which is great after 3 years, but I can't be worried about 3 years time right now. So employ oxen at the farmhouse for significantly faster ploughing of large fields, as well as bringing crops back to storage more efficiently. That could be because I haven't made a stupidly big field. Doubles capacity of all berry deposits. I'm not worried about that right now. Apiaries. Okay, that could be an extra food type, couldn't it? Passive income and meat, I don't need that because I've got almost unlimited meat. Firewood cart, trade routes, not worried about that yet. Do you know what, I do want to go farming. There's so much left, all of this still locked, it's just got so much more to come, isn't it? Yeah, I do want to go farming. Fertilization. Yeah, that's the way we need to go, isn't it? But for a minute, I'm thinking that's where we need to spend it. So, I don't know how much an apiary will cost. In fact, I don't even know where it is in the bloody... Oh, there you go. So it costs 2 planks. Right, well we're going to have them soon. Woodcutter's Lodge. We need to get that done. That needs to be the highest priority. This here, I've got no one I can assign to it. Okay, right. I feel this is very much the hard start. That is a big field, isn't it? But we're ticking all the boxes so far. I need to get a church built. That needs to be the thing. So we need to do something about getting stone. Where the heck do we get stone from? All the way up there. Stone deposit. It's not even a very big deposit either, is it? Yeah, we need to get a bit of stone and we need to get some planks. So actually, we're not too far away from doing that, are we? Because those planks should start producing very soon. Let's go back to mining. Use stonecutter camp. Gather a stone from fieldstone deposits. Good. Let's do that. Again, I'll keep it on the track. Or will I? Yeah, I'll keep it on the track because this could be farm ground potentially anyway. Eventually. Right, good. Right, I can just leave this tick along just for a second.
Oh yes, please, my handsome. I'll have some bloody berries. Oh, lovely. Oh, bloody hell, my handsomes. Look at my bloody town. Christ. The bloody beauty this is. What's this bugger doing in here? Got some bloody carrots. Oh my Christ, I love bloody carrots. You ain't got time to wander around. You better be bloody careful with that. Oh my Christ. Be careful with that bloody axe. Bloody hell. Of course you did that some bloody fast, didn't you? Christ. You're some bloody worker, you are. Give you bloody pay rise.
Okay, good. So you've learned. Well, you've watched me learn anyway. You've watched me struggle, but I feel like this is pretty good. It's probably been about an hour now, and I think I've got the basics. I kind of understand-ish, and I think we're looking alright actually. Not too bad. We've got our different little areas here now, and it seems to be producing what we need. It's very slow. And this is definitely the kind of game you can sink quite a long time into. I'm loving it. In fact, I can't play it anymore because I've got to get ready for work. But this is good. This is good. So I think we're done for now. So this is going to be almost kind of a raw episode, really, with as little editing as possible. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Definitely a bit different. You know, I always like to throw these little kind of random games in once in a while, but I think I said it before in some of my episodes. I just feel like, you know, my continuous farm sim viewers are probably quite like the look of this, you know. And anyone who's ever played games like Age of Empires or city building games, it's just fantastic. It's worth doing. It's quite cheap at the minute. It's not too bad. It's like £26, I think. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And it's not even finished. How good could it be? How good could it be? In fact, I've just noticed the score's going up as well. It keeps going up. So hopefully we'll have another family moving, because we damn need it. We definitely need it. So thank you for watching, and again I hope you enjoy it, and until the next episode, cheers and gone.